Hey everyone, welcome to another transformation video. This is the TransArt's metal T.Rex. We're going to go ahead and take him from robot to T.Rex and back to robot because that's how he's packaged. So first things first, if you know you didn't already do it, the tail right here, what you got to do is pull the little nubs here to the side so you can slide it off like that. Yeah, you can do all that stuff. Then for here, go ahead and leave that hand right there. You're gonna have to curl it up soon anyway. Anyway, so back here, what you want to do is pull this stuff back a bit like that, and then go ahead and unclip. Be careful right here. Just unclip this from the T-Rex head. Yeah, go ahead and unclip that and just let it sit down there. Now, here. This is something you be careful with. So one thing right here is you want to go ahead and untab this and just kind of bring them out and down like that. Just get those out of the way. Untab that, extend it out, and then collapse down, bring it out of the way. Now here, this is the tricky one. This part is the part where you can break it if you're not careful. See this neck flap thing? Be careful with this. If you just try to shove it through, it's not going to work. So you want to raise that up a little bit. Bring the head out. Extend this part out like that. And then at the neck, you want to extend it here at this neck. You want to, yeah, get your finger underneath this little tab right here and just pull like that. See, that gives you the clearance to get the neck flap through. If you feel resistance, stop. Yeah, it should get you enough clearance to get the neck flap through there. So you can bring this over the robot mode head and then bring this up and cover up that. And there you go. That way you don't break it, because it's, if you're not paying attention, it's easy to break that. Anyway, from here you want to go ahead and untab the sides of the arms and, well, bring it in like so, and curl up the arm like this, and make sure. So you want to go ahead. The hand here, you want to go ahead and rotate it this way. Make sure the thumb is down like this. Bring the hand down like that, and then bring the fingers in like this, and curled up into the chest cavity like that. Should give you the clearance you need. And do the same thing on this side. Bring this in, you know, untab this, bring it around. Again, take the hand, curl it up, you know, rotate it, curl up the thumb, make sure it's nice and flat like that, and then bring this back like that, and yeah, bring that into the side like that. Make sure this one's the thumb's not quite as flat as it needs to be. Right. Now this stuff, you want to go ahead and raise this. You want to uncurl that, then raise this up and bring this inward like this. Just kind of get that out of the way. Yeah, bring this up, raise this up, and then bring this inward like this, and go ahead and tab those together right now like that. And then back here, you want to go ahead and take the shoulder pads and bring them in, and make sure they go over the tab right here on the dinosaur head. Yeah, there's a little slot in there for it, and you go ahead and then bring this together, peg this together up here, and then down here you want to make sure the tabs right here go over the slots on these panels right here. That's going to be a bit of a tight fit too. That looks more or less like that at this point. Now go ahead and just bring these forward so they're out of the way of the hips and stuff. Just bring these forward like that, rotate them forward like that. Just have those ready. Now right here you want to go ahead and rotate the waist 180 degrees like that, 180 degrees, and then bring this thing and bring that down like that. Make sure this stays like that. Go ahead and then bring the hips forward all the way like that, and then this will collapse in a very specific way. Let's see how it was. Yeah, you want to collapse this down so it's comes down over this stuff like this. It's going to be at a bit of an angle, and see, like, it's going to look like that when it's all collapsed. This is all these panels. Bring it down, and this will go over. There's a little hook tab here where this will go over. It's all Nice and clicking that in place, and then tab that in place. So this will probably might come undone a couple times just because it's not a super great connection. Yeah. And then finally, the parts forming. The parts forming here. I'm gonna show you that. Yeah. Again, just make sure that tabs in like that. And then the parts forming here, what you do is the big tail, you bring this out and just slot it over. It should click, nice little click, and then there's 3 tabs and there's 3 slots, and you just line those up and get that all squared away and give it a good push and try not to lose your grip in the process. And there you go. You got Megatron in his dinosaur mode. And to take it back to robot mode, it's also pretty simple. Just go ahead and untab the tail from here. And then this is probably the tricky thing, is just getting this to let go, because the way it does things, you kind of have to get something in there so you can go ahead and clip it. Getting something in there to unclip the thing is a little annoying, but yeah, you could get something in there and unclip that and just put it off to the side because you're not going to need it anymore. Now the back half here, you want to go ahead and make sure to get a good finger under here on the front and yeah, untab that and bring that up. Untab from here and bring that up, and then go ahead and let that sit like that. Again, bring the legs back and straighten out the legs. So, bring this off to the side, make sure this all lines up, and then rotate the waist 180. Make sure that rotates with it. And this rotates off the side. There we go. That's all done, dealt with. Now right here, you want to go ahead and rotate these around like that. If you just want to be somewhat show accurate. Anyway, that just came loose. There we go. If you want to be somewhat show accurate, kind of get the dinosaur claws looking like this, more or less. Just rotate those back. And right here, you want to go ahead and unpeg the shoulder joints from each other, which will also untab them from this thing and bring those up like that. Back here, you want to go ahead and untab these from each other and bring them to the side, like so. Rotate these down and just go ahead and bring those down like that. And then you go ahead and uncurl the arms and bring them around, and they will they'll tab into place right there. You can then come down here and I guess fix the hands because they're gonna look weird. Just go ahead and get those all squared away wherever you want. And same thing on this side. Go ahead and straighten out the arm, bring it out and around, tab it into place right there. Straighten out the arm and adjust the hand as you see fit. There you go. Now, again, back here again, what you want to do here is go ahead and start. You want to bring the neck thing down a little bit and then start bringing the dinosaur head through and make sure again you've got clearance just a little bit, like just enough so you can get it clear. Yeah, because if you push this too far, this will catch and you can break something. Yeah, then bring the dinosaur head around. Go ahead and collapse the neck. Collapse it up like that. Rotate the head inward. Bring it down. Go ahead and bring this down to cover up the hole. And go ahead and bring this up and around and You want to curl this inward and use this hinge, and then there's a tab right here which go into this slot right there. I want to go ahead and slot that in like so. It's gonna be a little stubborn the first few times you do it, but it should be fine after a while. Then same thing here, rotate this up, collapse this in, make sure that this lines up with the tab and slot line up, and tab that in like that. Then go ahead and bring this up, and then this, once again, this tab will go into that clip right there. Like that. Yeah, make sure the hinges are also positioned right, and bring these forward. And you can adjust and pose how you want, because he is now officially in robot mode, and you can get the smaller tail and use that as a weapon and all that stuff. And there you go. That is the entire thing. Yeah, again, pretty simple transformation. You probably don't even really need instructions. Just, yeah, make sure to watch out for that neck flap panel thing, whatever, that neck panel. Watch out for that. That is probably the one thing that could easily break on the transformation, and getting the tail unattached going back to robot could be a bit of a pain, but for the most part, if you knew the original toy, it's pretty much the same thing here. This is some extra flourishes. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you needed any, just again, watch out for the neck thing. That's the big important part. And yeah, I hope to see you in the review.